6'4", over 550 pounds.
Making his way to the ring from the land of the rising sun, weighing in at 558 pounds, Yokozuna!
Yokozuna, very familiar with success at WrestleMania. Defeated Bret Hart for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 9.
Yeah, but Yoko also owns the dubious distinction of being the only man to win and lose the WWE title at the same WrestleMania.
I'd venture to say that Yokozuna plans on winning here tonight.
A true giant among giants.
Yeah, we've seen Yoko treat even the biggest superstars like ragdolls.
As much as you fear Yokozuna, you also have to respect him.
The one and only Charlotte Flair.
Perhaps the greatest competitor in the history of the women's division.
And his opponent from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair!
It is always the main event when the Queen is involved.
Yeah, Charlotte Flair competed in the first ever women's main event match in WrestleMania history. She has stolen the show on multiple occasions, including her tremendous match against Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 39.
Many folks believe, myself included, it is not really WrestleMania until Charlotte Flair enters the ring.
Charlotte Flair is the owner of a career defined by landmark victories.
Every time she comes to the ring, Charlotte feels like she will win.
Because every fight Charlotte Flair takes part in feels like a main event.
Get ready to experience royalty.
Charlotte poised and ready to lay waste to anyone who steps to the throne.
The following contest is a casket match. There are no pinfalls, submissions, disqualifications, or countouts. The only way to win is for a superstar to force their opponent inside of the casket. After closing the casket lid shut, the remaining superstar will be declared the winner. Now, let the match begin.
There's the battle, and we're underway with one of the most unorthodox matches ever created.
No rules, no restraints, just one goal. Close that lid on your opponent and send them off to their final resting place.
Not a fate anyone takes lightly. She reverses and creates an opportunity.
Into the knee drop.
Oh, to the arm. Terrible. Producing a trampling. Tearing down the leg now. He answers right back.
Targeting the arm to great effect.
Lands the elbow.
And she heads out to the floor.
Obviously was in need of a breather.
Moving into the ring. Looking vulnerable now, guys. Effective counter.
Out of the ring and into the casket.
The end is near.
And then they survive.
I can't believe they actually made it out of the casket.
Headed to the outside.
But for what reason?
She's headed out of the ring.
Looking for a little more breathing room.
Not a good spot to be in.
Oh, not a powerbomb onto the apron.
A lot of unusual elements in this match, Corey. What is the key to success in a casket match?
You have to be able to go to that deep, dark place inside of you. The place where all remorse is absent. Oh no, this one's as good as done.
Darkness is soon to follow. And they got out of the casket.
Thankfully.
And he now slides back into the ring. Ooh. This is just nasty.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
All's fair in love and war, gentlemen. I saw nothing but effective.
And here we go.
Amazing display of leg strength.
Charlotte clearly not thinking much of her opponent right here.
Scoop slam. Charlotte is losing grasp of this match now.
Yeah, Yokozuna just can't be stopped now. There's that agility and ruthlessness on display from the Hall of Famer.
That kind of combination is why Yokozuna is so unique, even among big men.
He's got a kendo stick, a weapon we've seen used to great effect time and time again.
Ooh, sidewalk slam.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Steering clear there.
Into the barricade. Hip drop.
I've been waiting to see that. She dodges out of the way. Elbow puts an end to that. Is able to avoid heavy contact.
And now thrown back into the ring. Setting up for something here.
As their opponent, almost into the casket, and now they are. All you gotta do is shut the lid.
Can they close the casket? But the opponent.
Close call for that superstar.
How the hell did they survive? Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
Ooh, the release on the German suplex.
Just launched. Charlotte getting a serious beatdown. I'm not sure how much more anyone would be able to take.
If anyone could do it, it's Charlotte.
Everything she has been through to this point, she is feeling all of it right now.
Oh, chop!
Belly-to-belly suplex.
High level of offense on display from Yokozuna.
Charlotte's got to get it together to avoid disaster.
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
Call your shot over the left field wall. Somebody's thinking about sweep.
Flair delivering the chop. Natural selection. They are primed for the casket now.
But after that move, do you have the energy to get them in?
Oh, yeah. She is really getting fired up.
No, flesh on flesh. Nothing pretty about it.
Coming back to her torso area. This could become a strategy. And now gets tossed into the ring.
Oh, God.
And she's set right into that.
A colossal headbutt from Yokozuna. And the big man looking to end it all right here. Yoko making the climb to the middle rope. Bonsai!
This is the time to get them in the casket and try to win this thing. These competitors came out here poised and ready for a fight, and boy, are they delivering.
Into the casket. If they close the top, this one's over.
Desperately trying to force the casket closed.
Their opponents,
And they're able to fight their way out of the casket.
They can't be human. That's ridiculous. Back into the ring she goes.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chop and
natural selection.
a golden opportunity here to seal them in that casket.
Watching.
Axe handle from the middle rope.
Uh-oh.
Stiff elbow will break down. What a shot.
Tossed into the casket.
It's about to get very dark in there.
Trying to close the lid. This is going to be tough.
Not ready to put the lid on this one yet.
Apparently closing that casket is easier said than done.
Moves from the ring to the outside. She's ready to take this match to the outside. Point of the elbow, nailed it.
Whoa, right into a chop block. Debilitating counter.
Chucked into the casket. This one's almost over.
I think it is over. Just close the lid. They didn't survive.
I can't believe they actually made it out of the casket.
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. Oh, she was ready with the counter. Oh, a shin breaker.
Gonna be hard to walk after that. And the crane hits a spear. And Charlotte continuing to execute her game plan to devastating results.
Beautiful execution based on smart planning. Sends their opponent into the casket.
Now this one may be over.
Doing their best to try and close the casket.
They did it. They survived for now.
Gonna be breathing a sigh of relief.
She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here. Gets lifted into position.
The superstar's lifeless body.
The destination has become extremely dark.
Trying to close the lid. This is going to be tough.
Not ready to put the lid on this one yet.
Apparently closing that casket is easier said than done.
She's headed outside now.
I wonder what her game plan is.
He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring. Driven into the steel steps. She's looking for something under the ring to even her odds here.
Oh my God. A sledgehammer. This is going too far. So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
Just an agitating thing to do.
What a match this has been. That may be the final blow that puts him in the casket.
Oh no, get out of there.
We've got a struggle on our hands to close the... Close call for that superstar.
How the hell did they survive? Taking the action to the outside.
Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte.
Natural selection. The window for opportunity is wide open.
Can't waste any time now.
Into a double knee drop.
Oh, spike face first. No telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
And she's wasting no time kicking things up by bringing this chair into play.
What impact! Right in the kisser. Boom! And there's Charlotte finding the energy to keep attacking.
Charlotte has been an aggressor throughout this match, and that was a major reminder. And the WWE Universe continues to remain on their feet. They know they are witnessing something special here.
We've already seen a few blows land above the neck. She goes under the ropes, back inside.
Taking steps toward the top rope.
Looks like she wants to take things to the floor here.
Wheelbarrow face buster!
Man. He wastes no time dodging the attack.
Just trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further.
Spear by the Queen. The Queen is looking to put this thing away.
Figure four locked in. She's got a bridge, Corey.
Figure it.
And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her.
Bang! He finds a counter.
He's finally able to slow down all those incoming attacks.
But Yokozuna still has to do more to get this fully in his favor.
Flapjack.
Gosh, landing face first.
She better have the ice bath ready for after this match.
Yeah, her ribs really have to be hurting now, guys. Shot to the gut will break things up. Packed crowd on their toes. This is what it is all about.
Face first with a waistlock takedown. And his body seems to be the focus of the attack.
Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Eat defeat.
Lighting up the chest.
Hooked up. Oh, look at the power. Side slam.
Muscled into the casket.
Close the lid. Win this thing. Win it. Can they close the casket?
And they got out of the casket.
Thankfully.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Looking ready to deal out some justice with that shovel.
Just a continuous rush on Yokozuna here.
Charlotte's really turning it up, that's for sure.
He'll make his way to the ring.
Manages to slip out of the way.
What a display of strength here.
As their opponent almost into the casket, and now they are. All you gotta do is shut the lid.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring.
The Queen stepping through. Here's the figure 4.
Yeah, now she's got to bridge into the figure 8 if she can do it. She's going to put this one away, and there it is. She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see.
Flair delivering the chop, followed by natural selection. Might have just created a big opening. Now get over to the casket. And a beautiful swanton.
All right, time for us to clear the way.
Already ahead of you.
She's going up now, going up high.
Up high.
All the way to the outside.
From all the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor.
Oh, right into a counter.
She managed to avoid that offense.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here. Powerbomb!
Guys,
And here we go.
ooh, nice hip drop.
The end could be near. Stay focused and make your way to the casket.
Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
Those are folding chairs, but they can also fold you in half.
And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one.
Big splash.
Whip back into the ring. Yoko says this one's over. Bonsai drop.
This has to be it. They're just dead weight right now.
What do you do with dead weight, Saxton? You put it in a casket.
Yokozuna in full control.
Hope the ropes hold up.
Oh, bonsai drop. They are primed for the casket now.
But after that move, do you have the energy to get them in? Impactful connection from the hip attack.
Just a relentless assault from Yokozuna.
Charlotte's got to find a way to put her best foot forward here.
Sharp elbow to the gut turns that one around.
Ooh.
And he gets directed into the corner.
The second time, standing moonsault.
Over the top and into the casket.
This is over. This is over.
Desperately trying to force the casket closed. And that, my friends, is all she wrote.
What a victory.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
Quite literally the final nail in the coffin, gentlemen.
You see the expression of relief, the relief of avoiding the pitch black of the coffin.
Here we go, and one of these competitors is going to end up trapped inside that casket.
There's definitely an eerie feeling in the arena tonight. It's just metaphorical, but that casket seems to hold bigger implications for these two.
I don't think anyone wants to end up in a casket before their time.
Ah, claw right across the face.
Just how desperate do you have to be? Why not a fair fight, huh?
A reversal. He saw that coming.
Connecting with a sharp elbow. Here we go. Time to work out some aggression.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out. This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Toe to toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
That can make an opening. No more holding back. Going all out now.
And just like that, the scales are imbalanced.
Yokozuna turning his attention to the WWE Universe now.
Gets the reversal. What a counter. Oh, what impact.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
Someone's final resting place looming ringside. Corey, what's going through the mind of these superstars?
Well, there has to be a certain level of fear setting in about now, a fight or flight feeling. The mental torment and a vision of a casket lid shutting on you is going to be hard to shake. Well-timed sweep shifts the balance.
That gets your attention. She's able to evade.
Oh my goodness.
Things are looking a little rocky for her.
You can see that look of fury in Yokozuna's eyes after that.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. She's headed out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her. Back into the ring here.
Up for the electric chair, down for the drop.
Hooked up. Oh, look at the power. Side slam.
Now bringing her fury to ringside.
Boom! What a slap. It seems like that slap might have had a little extra hostility behind it. Ooh, great anticipation.
Oh, whipped right into the post. Looking to end this thing.
Can they step through? Yes.
Boston quick.
Trying to get out of the submission. And does. Got them off their feet here.
Power bomb.
Now that's what you call impact.
What a way to get out of that one.
Oh, man. Oh, right on the arm.
Not good. Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? Incredible how they were able to get all the lift needed to debilitate the larger opponent. Pow! And he counters.
Yokozuna's pushing back now.
Yeah, Yokozuna getting some...
Nasty chop delivered by Shawn, followed by natural selection. This has to be it. They're just dead weight right now.
What do you do with dead weight, Saxton? You put it in a casket.
And now Yokozuna is getting beaten down.
Yokozuna needs to reassert himself back in this match.
Boom! Down they go. What a move. And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
Bat in hand, stepping up to the plate indeed.
Whoa, slamming that bat down as hard as possible.
Shawn with the spear.
As graceful as it was damaging, Flair with absolute cruel intentions.
Oh, no. Right to the back of the neck.
We have to be nearing the end of this one.
And in these situations, it's hard to not get desperate, to start going for Hail Mary plays.
You saw that being telegraphed.
Back suplex, no! Driven down.
Oh my, what a splash! And Yokozuna still able to be the aggressor. Yoko says this one's over. Standing bonsai drop.
Now's as good a time as any to capitalize and get them into the casket.
Yeah, but it's not going to be easy. They are completely out right now.
And just an uncalled for, underhanded attack there. And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
Oh, no. Now that he has the kendo stick, I definitely do not want to be in his path of destruction.
And Yokozuna is...
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Natural selection. Might have just created a big opening. Now get over to the casket. She's getting fired up, ready to show her opponent what she's got.
Waiting to strike. Brace for impact.
Flair delivering the chop.
Natural selection. A golden opportunity here to seal them in that casket.
After what we've seen so far, you cannot question the lengths these superstars are willing to go.
The limits of physical exhaustion are being surpassed at this point.
Oof.
brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Looks like he knows that he who laughs last is the one with the sledgehammer.
Placing him in the corner here.
Sledgehammer right to the gut.
Whoa, they just chucked that hammer right at him.
Lands an elbow. Oof.
Eat defeat. Hung out to dry.
He's climbing to the top.
Dazed and confused, and things are only about to get worse.
Up high. Stepped aside, avoiding damage.
Crashing and burning in maybe the worst way possible.
Oh, what a knee right to the face. And further punishment getting aimed at the skull here.
It's a good target. Damage done there is felt throughout the entire body.
Into the casket they go.
Oh no, rest in pieces.
Trying to close the lid. Trying. This is going to be tough.
And they got out of the casket.
Thankfully.
Returning back to the ring.
Like a brick wall running into you.
Fought off with an elbow.
We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
A deafening cheer from the WWE Universe is reverberating around us.
Absolutely unreal.
Oh, man.
Oh, not today. Caught by surprise with the DDT.
Oh, clothesline.
Able to save herself. Sends her opponent into the casket.
Now this one may be over.
Doing their best to try and close the casket.
Just don't.
Slamming the lid shut, and there's the winner.
What an unbelievable battle.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
What a win here in this casket match.
The fight for survival took over. Such a horrifying match, but it was that fear that drove them away from the casket and into victory.
One of the most infamous stipulations in all of WWE. This is a casket match. To win, you must lay your opponent into the casket and successfully close the lid on him.
You have to lay your opponent to rest, so to speak. No one's getting in that casket quietly. This match is going to be hard fought, hard won, and full of brutal attacks.
No DQ in this match, so these superstars are free to do whatever it takes to force their opponent into that casket.
Oh my goodness! Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
Boom!
Face buster.
And now the hunter has a weak prey about to pounce.
She continues to fight off her opponent.
Vicious use of the knee. We know there are no rules. We know you have to incapacitate your opponent. But how do you battle with the casket so near?
You can't obsess over your own mortality. If you get distracted thinking about the great beyond, you'll find yourself in the back of a hearse by the end of the night.
Oh, a shin breaker. Gonna be hard to walk after that.
Systematic attack on that arm.
Oh, foot just stomping down. And here we go.
Amazing display of leg strength.
Right to the kidneys from behind. And Charlotte's Eagle brought back down to earth there.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
You saw that one coming.
Scoop slam sets things up.
Boom. That puts her on the offensive.
Taking out the knee.
Cutting away at the base of their opponent. A desperate but smart move.
Into a double knee drop.
Counters. Taking things back into the ring.
Can't prepare your face for that.
Tossed into the casket.
It's about to get very dark in there.
Can they close the... And then he survives!
I can't believe they actually made it out of the casket.
Now heading outside.
Oh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
Wheelbarrow face buster.
Man.
Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Oh boy, it's a baseball bat. Hoping to end this match with one big swing. It's deep, but I don't think it's playable.
Steered away there.
Placing her against the turnbuckle.
Oh, look at this, raining right hands.
Just non-stop blows.
So ruthless.
Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
Charlotte with the spear.
This is what true royalty looks like. Charlotte with an attack worthy of the queen.
Wow, what a chop. Like a frying pan.
Jeez, it's like they're beating a dead horse.
Over the top and into the casket.
This is over. This is over.
We've got a struggle on our hands to close the casket.
They did it. They survived for now. She wants to take this thing to the outside. Lifted and completely helpless here. Oh, what a shot to the ear. Power slam. Oh! Oh! And the Queen might be hurting after that hit.
Yokozuna making devastating use of his size and strength. Answered with a shot right to the face.
Oh, colliding with a barricade. Boom! Good defense from him.
Oh, it's coming! The window for opportunity is wide open.
Can't waste any time now.
Simple but effective leg drop.
That's the kind of cold-hearted offense that's made Yokozuna so feared.
Calculating the next move here. Oh, look at this. Boom! Big chop block. That'll stop you in your tracks.
Has control of their opponent all the way up and all the way down. Fall away slam. A nice kip up. Oh my goodness. Oh, ouch.
At this stage, the damage is really mounted.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done.
Spear by Charlotte. What we are seeing from these superstars is almost unreal.
And defying all sense of reason, they continue to fight tooth and nail.
And there's more damage getting piled onto Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte has to find a way to shrug off all the pain.
Charlotte going for the figure four. Once she locks it in, if she can bridge out to the figure eight, this one's over. Locked in tight. Charlotte in. And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
Oh no, into the casket.
Close the lid and it's over.
Desperately trying to force the casket close.
Close call for that superstar.
How the hell did they survive? She goes back into the ring.
Schoolboy pinning combination.
Oh, maybe not. Power. Nice job dodging contact there.
And listen to this place. Oh, God. A throw.
Oh, no. Eyes on the target.
Not looking good. In this position. Face first.
You saw that coming. Oh, gosh, that hurt.
Bludgeoning them with that bat. Weakening the leg with another shot.
Oh, this is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to hook.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Followed by natural selection. This is the time to get them in the casket and try to win this thing.
Intercepts that attack with a knee right to the stomach.
Totally helpless at the moment.
An extremely perilous position in which to find yourself. Oh my God, even worse. All that happens now is the casket.
Trying to close the loop.
And they're able to fight their way out of the casket.
They can't be human. That's ridiculous. Back into the ring she comes.
Out of the ring and into the casket.
The
carry to a vulnerable position here. Oh, God, face first.
My goodness, is this even legal?
I don't think so. Oh, look at this ruthlessness in the bottom turnbuckle.
Oh, no, into the casket.
Close the lid and it's over. Doing their best to try and close the cap. And they got out of the casket.
Thankfully.
He's making his way to ringside now.
Oh, man, like getting hit by a brick wall.
Set with an effective leg drop. Yoko says this one's over.
Bonsai drop. A golden opportunity here to seal them in that casket.
Yoko says this one's over.
I hope you like pancakes. The end could be near. Stay focused and make your way to the casket.
The WWE Universe is on its feet.
And deservedly so. These superstars are holding nothing back.
And Yokozuna's maintaining the advantage now.
Charlotte trying to withstand this surge. Good defense there.
Switched it up and hit the DDT.
Oh, Charlotte Flair! Can she bridge into the figure eight? And she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap.
Up for the electric chair, down for the drop.
And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one.
Oh,
What do you say? I mean, this is amazing.
I'm worried our announce table will soon be in the line of fire here.
Who cares?
The Queen looking to finish things off. Here's the figure four.
Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done.
Attacking the arm.
Great way to break down your opponent.
Yokozuna getting worked on right now.
Flair is making the opposition bow down.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. And now she's making it to the top rope.
Way too
Diving moonsault!
Oh, goodness! Wasn't expecting a kick to the face.
Hoisted up high here. Into the casket. If they close the top, this one's over. He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
Back elbow blows that one out.
big splash.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Yoko says this one's over.
The window for opportunity is wide open.
Can't waste any time now. Tossed into the casket.
It's about to get very dark in there. Trying to force the casket closed.
Close call for that superstar.
How the hell did they survive? He's headed out to the ringside area. Dangerous intentions in her mind right now.
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick.
Has to find a way out of this. And you can tell that she's really hurting. The targeted attacks on her torso have been non-stop.
Yeah, she's going to have to be taped up for weeks at the very least.
Targeting the stomach to reverse that maneuver. A sit-out match slam. What impact.
Oh, man. Letting us all know she's ready to use that kendo stick.
Hooked up. Oh, look at the power. Side slam.
Oh, my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Charlotte now showing off her wide arsenal.
But Yokozuna can't allow this burst to hinder him.
He's able to slip away from that.
She counters it.
Oh, God.
Looking as locked in as that. Flair delivering the chop.
Oh, natural selection by Charlotte.
Might have just created a big opening. Now get over to the casket.
Ooh, hitting me.
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
And slides back into the ring.
Out of the ring and into the casket.
The end is near. We've got a struggle on our hands to close the casket. And just like that, they have won the casket match.
I can't believe it. What a battle.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
Finally, the carnage of this casket match has come to an end.
There's only one of two ways this casket match could have ended. And they got to be happy that they're the one walking away tonight.
And it's going to be a fight for survival in this horrifying casket match.
Disturbing thoughts are running through these combatants' minds. We'll have to see if it's thoughts of cruelty or thoughts that would shake you.
But did you guys just see the distance traveled on that toss? Oh, he saw it coming. Hip drop.
I've been waiting to see that. Ooh.
Just rake in the face.
What a nasty, nasty move.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the deciding factor in this matchup? What will give either superstar the edge to closing the casket lid?
It's all going to come down to who has the killer instinct. Who's willing to take a deep dive into a dark place? Sinister actions are the only way to survive. Oh, nasty headbutt.
Flair is falling behind now.
The Queen's perseverance being tested here.
Saw what was...
Figure four. Submission is... Trying to break out of this grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done. A big kick to the gut and a clubbing forearm. Beautiful suplex.
Off the barricade.
lifted up. What's next?
Oh, watch this, fellas.
And she quickly turned that around. Looks like she's heading back into the ring. Charlotte has flight in mind.
From way up, double axe handle connects.
And retaliates with a counter.
Sends their opponent into the casket.
Now this one may be over. Can they close?
And they're able to fight their way out of the casket.
They can't be human. That's ridiculous.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Just defiantly fighting off her opponent.
Oh, what a chop.
She knew how to evade that.
Bam! She flipped that attack around.
Ooh.
And he turned it around.
Taken down with a chop block. Had it scouted.
Exiting the ring, taking the action outside. A reversal, well scouted.
He averts the offense. Anticipated that.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
And now thrown back into the ring.
Some agility gets her out of dodge.
Standing switch into a nice takedown.
Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Returning to the ring now. Goes right for the takedown. She's ready to take this match to the outside. Chop block! Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee. Oh, into the casket they go!
Oh, no. Rest in pieces.
He'll take things into the ring. I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here.
No telling what she'll find under the ring here.
A shovel? Don't use a shovel!
Charlotte has found herself in major trouble here.
I think we can consider this the beginning of the end, gentlemen.
Oh, that's how you establish dominance.
Yoko says this one's over.
Bonsai drop. Now's as good a time as any to capitalize and get them into the casket.
Yeah, but it's not going to be easy. They are completely out right now.
And she reversed it.
Spear by the Queen.
Hard to fight off that move from the... Charlotte Flair tying up her opponent in the figure 4 leg lock. Can she exacerbate the pain?
Let's go over submission hold.
Not sure what she's got planned here.
This is all going to come down to who wants it more, and right now, that's pretty much impossible to tell.
This is really any superstar's game, and you have to be impressed by the fight they're showing.
Using the rope to their advantage.
Attacking the arm.
Oh no, into the casket!
Close the lid and it's over. Doing their best to try and close the casket.
Just delaying the...
They did it! They survived for now!
Going to be breathing a sigh of relief.
She's choosing to leave the ring now.
Sit out, slam.
He's starting to look battered.
That's the sort of merciless attack we've come to expect from Charlotte.
Fall away slam into a kip-up. Ooh, and he manages to reverse. He's headed out to the ringside area.
Wicked chop block.
The Queen strikes with the big boot.
Charlotte is looking unstoppable now.
Charlotte exhibiting that genetic superiority.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
Schoolboy pinning combination.
Oh, maybe not. What power!
This is a situation you want to avoid.
Wrecking the shoulder.
Figure 4 locked in. Charlotte gonna look for the bridge.
She releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to. Over the top and into the casket.
This is over. This is over.
Trying to force the casket closed to end this thing.
There's no way they're going to prevent doomsday here.
Not ready to put the lid on this one yet.
Apparently closing that casket is easier said than done.
And he heads back into the ring. Looking to explore things ringside now. With the lariat. Just a continuous rush on Yokozuna here.
Yokozuna keeps getting cut off.
Had it scouted. Now can capitalize. Caught in a bad spot.
Oh, man, right to the esophagus. Stomping. Ouch.
Target acquired. This only ends one way.
Into the casket they go.
Oh no. Rest in peace.
Trying to close.
And they're able to fight their way out of the casket.
They can't be human. That's ridiculous. And she re-enters the ring. Really trying to do everything she can to get back in this. Turns that in his favor. She fights back with the counter.
Great ring awareness saved him.
Oh, no! Someone call the orthodontist. She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here. Under the ropes and back into the ring. Caught that and reversed it.
Denied and reversed into a DDT.
Charlotte Flair sizing up her opponent. There's a handspring. Into a clothesline. Amazing.
you two, but I can barely hear my own thoughts.
The WWE Universe is making their feelings heard. We've got a struggle on our hands to close the casket.
They macer, and finally it's over.
Fade to black.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
We have our brave winner in this grueling casket match.
I can't imagine what's being felt inside that casket right now.
Shame, defeat, claustrophobia, just to name a few.
No count out or disqualification in this one. The only way to win is to put your opponent in the casket and shut the lid. Pinfalls and submissions mean nothing.
Hard for the focus to not be on the casket because this environment is all about embracing chaos and horror.
Sharp elbow. Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Had the foresight to get out of that one.
Just like that, she turned it around.
Ooh. Oh man.
As her opponent down and, oh, hip drop onto the arm.
Trying to take away that grip, that range of motion on that end.
Countering that offense.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Oh my gosh, stopped dead in their tracks.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy. I see how it is. Going to take any shortcut to bypass a clean competition.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a shortcut, Saxton. Oh, the knee just being torn apart now.
That move was a thank you shot to the so-called benevolent queen.
Yokozuna proving to be a bulldozer that won't be stopped.
Heading back into the ring now. He connects with a counter. Corey, an important aspect of this casket match is going to be spatial awareness. You have to stay aware of where the casket is at all times.
Both so you can avoid getting sent into the casket, and so it's right where you need it when the opportunity presents itself.
Stepping out of the ring here.
Up and
Wheelbarrow face buster. Man.
Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket for their troubles. The arm getting pummeled. Here she goes, sliding back into the ring. And she's making her way to the top rope here.
up high.
And that's not what she was looking for there.
Out of the ring and into the casket.
The end is near.
Can they close? And they survive!
I can't believe they actually made it out of the casket.
And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one. Fishing for something beneath the ring.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, batter up. Ooh, went to the throat. A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors. Every counter being answered with another.
Being carried around now.
Nice scoop slam. Big splash.
Tremendous athleticism from Yokozuna. Yokozuna.
Unique as they come, they broke the mold with him, Saxton.
Ooh.
Nicely countered with a hard-hitting DDT.
Turned it around with a reversal. Picked up and being carried around now.
Ring-shaking powerbomb.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here. Oh, gets blasted into the steel steps.
Oh, whipped right into the diamond-plated steel.
And what's he looking for here?
And here comes Old Faithful. The steel chair is in hand. Face first into the chair.
She turns that attack away.
That'll turn your lights out. And Charlotte can't find an answer for these attacks.
Yeah, Yokozuna is executing his game plan.
Ooh, man.
Oh, she puts the brakes on that.
Tremendous pressure being applied in this head crank.
Ooh. Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Lift it up. What's next? Backbreaker.
Charlotte Flair stepping into the figure four. Can she complete the bridge?
And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her.
Taking this fight back into the ring. Looking to go up high. Here we go. You gotta be kidding me.
They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
These competitors have been unloading on each other since the bell. Just looking for that window of opportunity.
And now might be the time to seize the moment. Now's the time to keep the pressure on.
Oh, what a club. What a shot.
That'll light up your chest.
Charlotte is really feeling the pain that's been dealt out so far.
If she can turn things around here, I'll be speechless. That was the brilliant mind of Charlotte on display, working in tandem with her natural, God-given talent.
It's been a struggle for these competitors to find an end to this match.
But the struggle's worth it. With every move you make, doing their best to try and close the casket. Close call for that superstar.
How the hell did they survive? She's heading out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her. Fires back with a crucial elbow.
One counter met by another.
Got out of it. Nasty chop delivered by Shawn. Natural selection. This has to be it. They're just dead weight right now.
What do you do with dead weight, Saxton? You put it in a casket.
She's going under the ring now.
And it's time to play the game, as they say, with this sledgehammer. Boom!
Down they go. What a move. Charlotte, so impressive.
So powerful. Into a backpack stunner.
And he retaliates. Gets lifted into position. Powerbomb right into the casket. Trying to close the lid, They did it! They survived for now!
Gonna be breathing a sigh of relief.
She's bringing the fight outside. Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring. And a well-timed counter.
Trapped in a tough situation, trying to find her way out. And she does.
Turns it around. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Dumped into the casket. Now slam the lid and this one's over. Trying. And they're able to fight their way out of the casket.
They can't be human. That's ridiculous.
This one's heading to the outside.
Oh my God, what an elbow.
And Yokozuna has been taking hits after hits in this one.
Yeah, Charlotte is giving her all as this match continues on.
This one's close to over. Can they get it? Yeah, into the casket.
Close the lid.
Trying to close the lid. This is going to be tough.
It's not over yet. Close call for that superstar.
How the hell did they survive? Taking this thing out onto the floor now.
Saw it coming and slowed it down with the back elbow. Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte, followed by natural selection. This is the time to get them in the casket and try to win this thing.
Quick way to respond with the reversal. That may be the final blow that puts him in the casket.
Oh no, get out of there.
Can they close the casket? But the opponent, they did it. They survived for now.
Gonna be breathing a sigh of relief.
Coming back from the outside now. Not looking good in this position.
Dropped right on their face.
The WWE Universe standing at attention, completely entranced by this matchup now.
Can't miss action taking place in front of them. Nobody wants to blink. They do not want to miss a second of the action at this point.
Hoisted up high here.
An extremely perilous position in which to find yourself. Oh my God, even worse. All that happens now is the casket
Doing their best to try and close the casket.
And then he survives.
I can't believe they actually made it out of the casket.
He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
Momentum is really on Yokozuna. Yoko says this one's over.
Now's as good a time as any to capitalize and get them into the casket.
Yeah, but it's not going to be easy. They are completely out right now. Good golly, driven directly into the steel stairs. Fast movement gets her out of the way.
Headbutt in the back of the neck.
Cutting off the offense with a nasty chop block.
Stomping down. And targeting the leg there. He's able to reverse it. Oh, she retaliates.
Fighting their way out the back door for the power slam. And what a reversal. Are you kidding me?
Ducked underneath into a German suplex. Tossed back into the ring.
He avoids the contact.
Big clothesline.
Shot block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee.
And the leg getting more attention paid to it. Rapid fire Samoan drop. Desperately trying to force the casket closed.
Their opponent showing massive resistance.
Not ready to put the lid on this one yet.
Apparently closing that casket is easier said than done.
She's back in the ring now.
Propped up in the corner.
Oh, and fights back.
Flair delivering the chop. Followed by natural selection. Might have just created a big opening. Now get over to the casket. Listen to this crowd. What a feeling.
And these superstars are feeling it too.
She's heading out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her. Bringing this back into the ring. On a big boot by Charlotte.
Ooh, point of the elbow counters out. We've got a struggle on our hands to close the casket.
They may survive. They're fighting back.
Close call for that superstar.
How the hell did they survive? Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. Oh!
Uh-oh.
She countered that into her own offense.
Uh-oh.
Reversal. And that turns things around.
What a display here. Counters on both sides.
Oh! It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. Calculating the next move here.
Scoop slam.
Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack. Ooh!
Oh, what a kick.
Right to the gut.
Now looking for something to waylay her opponent with.
Clubhouse winner is the shovel, which means someone besides Saxton is getting buried tonight. And the Queen hits a spear. Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Natural selection. This is the time to get them in the casket and try to win this thing.
Oh my God, a clothesline. He's able to counter that. Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Yokozuna looking powerless to every attack.
The Queen is holding the leverage in this match. What is coming there?
Bang. And guys, I'm getting worried here as the attacks to the head continue.
Yeah, this is not a good situation.
And she's returning fire.
Charlotte showing how much punishment she can withstand before dishing out some of her own.
Yeah, Charlotte able to stop that surge dead in its tracks.
Man, what a hit.
Charlotte maintaining a ruthless attack.
Yokozuna needs to reassert himself back in this match. And she's pulled out a steel chair. That could be an equalizer inside the ring. He manages to slip out of the way. Disrupts the attack with an elbow to the gut.
Ah, big boot. Oh, scattered that one. Charlotte Flair steps through. Here we go. Figure 8. Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind.
I don't know what they're looking for here.
And as dangerous as she is, that kendo stick just made her even more so.
And now Yokozuna is getting beaten down.
Charlotte isn't holding anything back.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. The Queen now going up. Uh-oh.
Way too
Diving moonsault.
Charlotte Flair looking to cinch in the figure 4 leg lock. Can she bridge through?
Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done. Tossed into the casket.
It's about to get very dark in there.
Heading back to the ring.
Things are heading ringside now.
Ooh, clothesline delivered. She gets around the attack.
These two are finding an answer for everything.
Caught in a bad spot.
The superstar's lifeless body just chucked into the casket. Close the lid.
We've got a struggle on our hands to close the casket.
They may survive. They're fighting.
Not ready to put the lid on this one yet.
Apparently closing that casket is easier said than done.
She's heading outside the ring now.
Able to slip out of that one. Uh-oh.
She turns it around with the reversal.
Chucked into the casket. This one's almost over.
I think it is over. Just close the...
Doing their best.
And they're able to fight their way out of the casket.
They can't be human. That's ridiculous.
He wants this fight on the outside. Oof. Flipped right into the post.
Bang! Crucial counter there.
Oh, man, a callous attack to the knee.
Counters to gain the advantage.
Time to end this. Hip drop. The window for opportunity is wide open.
Can't waste any time now.
Strong impact.
Here we go again.
Ooh, nice hip drop.
The end could be near. Stay focused and make your way to the casket.
Devastating elbow.
And Yokozuna is really putting the pressure on.
Charlotte's got to get it together to avoid disaster.
Tossing them into the casket. Close the lid, close the lid.
Desperately trying to force the casket closed.
And the lid has been shut.
R.I.P.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
The chills begin to calm as the casket match has come to an end.
The finality to the lid being shut is chilling. They're enduring unimaginable suffering.
An unbelievable ending and frightening look at a human being's demise.
Imagine entering a battle where your destiny is tied to closing the top of a casket.
Think of the disdain you must clutch to for another individual where you have to get them in a closed casket.
It's what nightmares are made of. The images of you being put in a casket just replay in your mind on a loop.
Really just laying it.
Looking to end this thing.
Can they step through? Yes.
Boston Crab. Trying to escape, and yes, the hold is broken. Oof. What a reversal.
He almost got caught by that one.
Hurled away. God. Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what.
She had that scouted.
A handstand into a double knee drop.
The casket looming over these competitors. That has to be weighing heavy on their minds, Corey.
Of course it is, Cole. Death is something everyone fears because no one can escape it. This match plays on the most common of fears. Facing that fear head-on is the only way to come out ahead tonight.
Making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, weighing in at 400 pounds.
He's putting on a brave face now, but I know the fear is creeping up on this man tonight.
Because he knows what has to be done. He needs to throw his opponent into a casket and shut the lid.
He better be ready, because if not, he will be the man put in that casket tonight. Doesn't matter where or when he's competing, this guy just wants to fight, and he's about to get one.
The one and only Charlotte Flair.
Perhaps the greatest competitor in the history of the women's division.
And his opponent from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Guys, we talk so often about having a killer instinct, but this woman needs something even darker than that tonight.
Indeed, Michael, you need to tap into something sinister, something primal. You are essentially putting them inside the object of their demise.
Which begs the question, does this woman have the capacity to do just that tonight? When you talk about the mountaintop in this business, you are talking about Charlotte Flair.
Truly in a league of her own in WWE and showing no signs of letting up.
The following contest is a casket match. There are no pinfalls, submissions, disqualifications, or countouts. The only way to win is for a superstar to force their opponent inside of the casket. After closing the casket lid shut, the remaining superstar will be declared the winner. Now, let the match
This is a match type that no sane superstar ever wants to go through. A casket match. Brutality, savagery, absolute terror. All of those are considered positive qualities to have in a match like this.
Anything goes, all in service of tossing your opponent into the casket and shutting the lid tight.
We could be witnessing someone's funeral tonight.
Oh, targeting the arm. This has got to hurt. Not a whole lot you can do with a bum wing, guys.
Knife edge chop.
What a shot.
That'll fillet your chest.
And a big boot.
Oh, man.
Driving face first.
Oh, my goodness. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissor draining off.
Tap out. Oh, it is trapped now and just that.
Oh, an elbow to the face. And back into the ring she goes.
Oh!
We know there are no rules. We know you have to incapacitate your opponent. But how do you battle with the casket so near?
You can't obsess over your own mortality. If you get distracted thinking about the great beyond, you'll find yourself in the back of a hearse by the end of the night.
Charlotte is looking unstoppable now.
Charlotte exhibiting that genetic superiority.
She's taking things to the floor here.
She knows what an important equalizer the kendo stick can be. Hell hath no fury like a woman with a foreign object in hand.
Ooh, let's hope this thing doesn't get any closer to us.
Hoping's a good start, but we might be better off just backing up now.
Targeted stomp to the arm. Taking on an immense amount of punishment right now.
Yeah, he's definitely doing some backpedaling.
And the announce table's getting a makeover.
That's not very feng shui.
That definitely says more chaos to me.
Charlotte Flair trying to fire herself up.
Back in the ring.
Spear by the Queen.
That may have been pretty to look at, but I can guarantee you Charlotte only had nefarious intentions with that move. Close the lid! Close the lid! Trying to force...
And the lid has been shut.
R.I.P.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
Quite literally, the final nail in the coffin, gentlemen.
You see the expression of relief, the relief of avoiding the pitch black of the coffin.